Welcome back, friends. I decided to ask you guys on Twitter because I thought it would be a funny question. I asked, what symptoms would Stephen Suptic's disease have? And you guys had a lot of responses. You had a lot of symptoms that you thought would be included in Stephen Suptic's disease, and I'm going to read off a lot of those replies. Just want to point out that I am almost at 100,000 followers on Twitter, and from what I understand, you can get verified at that amount of... Actually, that's bullshit, because I've seen people that are verified with like 2,000 followers. Point is, I'm close to 100K, and if you want your reply to be in a video, if I do a question like this again, just follow me on Twitter.
Go away, bitch!
So we're just gonna scroll through some of these replies and see who has the best symptoms. Starting with my friend Erin, who says, laughing at the most awkward, well, she said moat, but really just a spelling error that Lewis managed to harp in on, saying moat awkward. So laughing at the moat awkward inappropriate times, like funerals and when your friend is choking. She capitalized and when your friend is choking. I don't know if that's referring to something in particular, because I don't remember laughing when Erin choked. I'm not doubting it, but I don't remember it. Okay, Alyssa, the person that I live with, says leaves dirty paper towels everywhere, which is definitely a true symptom of Stephen Suptic's disease. I'm not going to argue with that one. Crying whilst looking in the mirror. Julio using whilst. He's goddamn Shakespeare. Palmerator says shrunken balls. Going straight to the penis symptoms. That's okay, Palmer. Ryan Froki says fetal alcohol syndrome. Now, Ryan, this goes way back to my past. Years ago, my friend Tim Goulet, and I will hold this to him for the rest of his life, said that I have fetal alcohol syndrome because the eyes are far apart, which may very well be. Who knows what my mom was drinking when I was impregnated. Tippy says lesbian hands. Kyle says constant booger syndrome. Oh, you're referring to the vein. Riley says your penis shrinks very quickly and spurts out crumpled up pieces of paper that are from lost people in another. Where is this coming from, Riley? What kind of symptom? Dope. Brad likes to get real with his replies and says constant self-deprecation to avoid criticism. There you go, Brad, turning a real event into a hardcore roast. Hope you're real proud of yourself. Tom says a false sense of hope. Josep says clickbait syndrome. Can't knock it till you try it, Joseph. Lemon says an uncontrollable love for dogs, but who doesn't have that? Lemon, I think you're missing the point that these were supposed to be mean. Evie says literally the same symptoms of being a sociopath, but with voice cracks. Son of a bitch. Then Jeffrey says, so a delusional prepubescent psychopath? Sounds like the Steve I've always known and loved. I mean, you know what? Yeah. Galaxy Lips says low... That's not their name. Amy says low self-esteem and constant voice cracks. So basically what the same person said before. Robert Jurno says you suddenly can't spell anything right, but also everything you touch turns yellow. Oh, because of my brand. Azura says the ability to have perfect comedic pauses. Once again, thank you for the compliment. Not necessarily the point of this, but it's appreciated nonetheless. Joko says an uncontrollable desire for coffee. Tag says side effects include but are not limited to receding hairline. What? How can you tell? Is there a way to tell? Profuse hair gel use. I don't use hair gel, you fuck. I use hair paste. Beady eyes that never blink. Gay. Examination says reverse diabetes. You also have baby skin, having constant voice cracks. Well, I'll have you know that I haven't voice cracked the entire time I've done this fucking video. And also, having baby skin, that's a goddamn blessing. Sure, I get cuts and bruises easier, but I have smooth-ass baby skin. Reverse diabetes, horrible, though. Horrible, horrible symptom. What does that mean? Alley Cat says too tall to function. Lots of colds because of a cold heart. Damn. Gianna says meme vomit. I have never used a meme, and I never will. That might not be true, but I believe it to be so. Examination coming back with even more responses, because he wants to be in this a lot. He says, you will experience transformation into a man baby, having random horrific flashbacks to Minecraft videos. Wow, Examination. Let's hope you didn't make any more responses. Maximus says, abnormally long prepubescent syndrome. Yeah, I actually do still feel like, for the most part, I'm going through puberty. Cypress says, calling everyone you see young boy. It's because everyone is a little young boy. Lauren says, no emotion whatsoever. I have a lot of emotions. The camera just sucks them out of me. Madison is Grande says Grease. Jan says crack addiction probably. Examination's back. He says losing all your body hair. Thank you, Examination, yet again. Damien says coffee addiction. Okay, got another one of those. Mystic Zeus says the inability to be funny or to cry. Caitlin Marin says phobia of people who actually like your content. Now I'm feeling a little bit self-conscious about my self-deprecation, so I'm not even going to use that as an option for a response. So I'm just going to say, I love people that like my content. Avery says big foreheads. Dylan says loss of feelings in your heart for anything or anyone except your dogs or the A.L. Terry, aka Alyssa. Yeah. Well, also my parents and a couple friends here and there. Maybe old Kib. Dallas Weckle says inability to raise your subscriber count. Oh. Eric Duke says crooked teeth and horrible vision. I actually I favorited this one earlier because I really liked that one. Megan provides one of the worst responses yet, saying swagalicious. Not going to read the rest of it. Pizza delivery guy says unnatural paleness, beady eyes, empty of life, and a forehead that would give Krillin a run for his money. That's incredibly detailed, and I really appreciate that, pizza delivery guy. Those symptoms for sure would be included in Steven Suptic syndrome. Steven Suptic disease. Stephanie says albinism, bad eyesight, inability to speak, and complete. I have great eyesight up close. I want you guys to know that. These are because I'm nearsighted. Nicholas Wunsch says Steven Suptic's disease would just include severe depression. So basically, Steven Suptic's disease is just copying literally severe depression. XMAR0409XX, which sounds very close to a military code that sends a drone strike onto ISIS, says symptoms, complaining about Minecraft, eating too many burritos, and pronouncing names wrong but getting the views. Hell yeah. I like everything about that. Callan says over-the-top fashion heart. Callan, go back to where you came from, dude. DF Cove 55 says babyface syndrome. Rodolfo Canet says a failing YouTube channel, suicidal thoughts, and possibly future schizophrenia. Well, the voices have yet to talk to me inside my brain, but you got it right, dude. Dennis Joseph says slowly turning into a mind... Not going to finish that one. Young Knot says that good dick. A symptom of Steven Suptic's disease is that good dick. Okay, still just going with literally a disease in and of itself is depression, says Rebel Guy. R2 says a wide gap between your two front teeth. That's pretty tame. Devin says tooth gap, large forehead, no will to live, meth addiction, and jaundice. Trevor Martin says a laugh that with each subsequent diaphragm contraction, the sound goes up an octave. Michelle says your front teeth would separate drastically and you turn into a huge asshole. JJ Hassey says dyslexia. Literally a disease. Josh Martinez says ironic last names that you will be made fun of for life. Ariana says horrible sarcastic jokes at the wrong time. Kueller says you become a sellout.
This video is brought to you by FoozyTube's fake pranks. Do you like fake pranks? Don't head over to FoozyTube. I'm a huge fucking cunt.
Morgan says spontaneous combustion. Got incest. What even says I'm afraid to answer this. That is not a symptom. You forgot where everything is. That is the worst attempt at a response I have seen yet. Nose veins. Incessant cough. I'm sorry, I don't think I understand the question. Jayworth, dude. I gotta be straight up with you. It was an incredibly easy question. And to not get it is awful for you. Edward says, thinking you're better than anyone and everyone? Well, everybody, those are the symptoms of Steven Suptic's disease. For your chance to reply something mean to me, follow me on Twitter, Steven Suptic. Oh, I think I know a symptom of Steven Suptic's disease. I think the symptom would be described as everyone in his life makes him feel real bad. See you tomorrow.